Hey everyone. So, do you go through a big mental process every time you're thinking about something? Like, does it feel like you can never come up with a solution to what's on your mind? What does it even mean to think long, think wrong? Is it a form of analysis paralysis? Well, however similar, it's not quite the same in my opinion, and I'll make another video about that some other time. Now, if you Google it, this is one of the definitions you can find. It's when we're thinking too long or overthinking that it's a sign that we are trying to force something that isn't right for us, or we may be headed in the wrong direction. Now, this may be a decent example of what it means, but I have my thoughts about it, and no, I didn't think about them for too long. Let's just look at what doesn't happen when we think too long about something. Well, that's pretty easy to explain. Absolutely nothing. I mean, there's the whole mental process, but nothing actually really happens. If you don't give yourself the chance to do whatever it is that you might be thinking about, then you don't actually give yourself the chance to be wrong, or right for that matter. Now, if we eventually do the thing that we're thinking about, does that mean that thinking too long about it makes our decision wrong? I don't necessarily think so. However, there are those sayings that people say, like, go with your first choice, or go with your gut. There's a lot to be said about that. That's also more in alignment with analysis paralysis. Anyway, thinking about something and not doing it gets you nowhere. You either make the choice to do it or you don't. That being said, it's the act of doing it that gives us a chance to be wrong. And there's something very powerful in that. Being wrong gives us the chance to be right. It allows us the opportunity to learn and succeed. It helps us grow. If we don't make mistakes, then you don't know what not to do, and you don't learn how to fix the things that are broken. Being wrong is what ultimately helps build character because it's overcoming those losses that will eventually help us win, whatever that looks like for each of us. So my advice is to get out there and at least do something. Don't worry about being wrong. Be wrong as much as possible and learn from it. Even if it takes you a long time to think about something, at least make a choice and accept the fact that you made a decision. You don't have to stand by it because it may not be the right one, but at least stand firm in the fact that you made one. You can always change your mind and choose differently later. You can look at it as though you were fine-tuning your character, fine-tuning the direction that you're taking in your life. Otherwise, you can just sit on the couch and do nothing. And that is also a choice, but don't complain about it. Those of us who are doing something, whether it's right or wrong, are too busy to hear it. Now, I know that may sound harsh, but the world, it needs our help. There are too many people with their phones out recording what's wrong rather than stepping in and stopping it. There are too many people out there watching it rather than speaking up about it. Quite honestly, I get being too scared to do something about it, but living in fear and not facing it is what keeps us where we are. So with that, think long, think wrong, or think whatever, but take responsibility for the choice you make. All right, everyone, we'll talk soon. Peace.